Well, we start tonight with some tragic breaking news coming out of Colorado tonight. A gunman killed 6 people and then himself, attacking a birthday party in Colorado Springs. Police believe he may have been the boyfriend of one of his victims, but they haven't yet indicated any sort of motive or released his identity or the identity of those he killed. This happened just after midnight in a mobile home park. The lone bit of good news here, none of the children at that party were hurt, according to local police. Hi there, everyone. Good to have you with us tonight. I'm Casey Decker. Joshua is off this weekend. Turning back to some local news now, Gonzaga University held in-person graduation ceremonies today, celebrating the class of 2021. That marks the school's first in-person commencement since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. It also made for a nice Mother's Day gift for the moms of today's graduates. And as our Ian Smay reports tonight, both graduates and parents alike were excited to experience the big day in real life.
Bagpipes welcome Gonzaga University graduates and their families to Meade's Union Stadium on Sunday. Gonzaga held multiple graduation ceremonies over the weekend during the university's 128th commencement, conferring degrees to about 2,200 students. For those graduating, an in-person ceremony was the perfect end to what's been a difficult final year of their collegiate career.
Oh, it's incredible. The fact that we even have the chance to be in person, it was something we didn't even think was going to happen. And so now that we get to be together as a community and share this moment, it's incredible.
And the graduates weren't just excited for themselves. They were also glad that their families could attend as well. It was even more special, given that they were able to share the moment with their moms on Mother's Day.
Yeah, she's super excited. She said that there's no way she'd rather spend Mother's Day, so I'm really excited.
The mothers in the crowd were just as excited as their kids, with some joining the mothers of their children's closest friends.
It is the perfect Mother's Day gift. We are so excited. The years have flown.
It has really flown, and we're super excited because our kids, I have twins, and they've been known each other since their freshman year in college.
Yes.
So they've been together the whole time.
The graduation was as close to normal as can be, with some coronavirus restrictions still in place. Graduates were spaced out in rows and required to wear masks during the ceremony, although they were allowed to take them off for their photo with the university president after approval from the Spokane Regional Health District. They were also seated from the beginning, instead of walking into the traditional pomp and circumstance. All of the steps allowed the ceremony to go off without a hitch, as Gonzaga sent off its next generation of graduates to serve the world.
Class of 2021, you are cleared for takeoff.
After all of the names had been read, a few students kept one tradition alive despite the pandemic, tossing their hats into the air before departing the stadium as the university prepared for the next ceremony. Reporting from Meade's Union Stadium, Ian Smay, KREM 2 News.
You can see in those shots there, the beautiful skies, a pretty nice day on this Mother's Day, though not the hot, sunny temps we saw earlier this last week. So I'm sure a lot of people still wondering, is it safe to start planting now? You know, typically you hear after Mother's Day, that's when it's time. So Michelle, what do you think? Do you think people can start planting or maybe hold off a little bit longer?
Okay, well, I haven't looked at Micah Peak, and normally we look to see is there still snow left on Micah Peak, and that kind of gives us the go-ahead. But just looking at temperatures, that we did have some cooler temperatures this morning. In fact, Deer Park did get down into the upper 20s. That's one of the reasons we warn you to wait until at least Mother's Day. Kind of looking ahead at temperature trends, we are looking at milder weather for this upcoming week, and of course each day that goes on we get closer and closer to summer-like weather. So taking a look at the temperature trends for this upcoming week, we are looking at a warming trend which is going to bring us back into the upper 70s by the end of the week, and I kind of looked beyond that and didn't see any really cold streaks out there. So I would say if you want to start buying those plants and putting them outside, you're probably safe for now. All right, taking a look at satellite and radar, we have a few very light showers mainly across the higher terrain in northeastern Washington, the Idaho Panhandle. Even what's falling out there very sparse. So unfortunately, though we need rain, not seeing a whole lot out there. Temperature wise, though, it was a little bit chilly this morning, but things warmed up nicely this afternoon. It's in the upper 60s in Moses Lake and Othello, and in the upper 50s to right around 60 in the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. Here's looking at the next 12 hours. Pretty quiet weather, so if you still want to take mom out later this evening, temperatures are going to be in the 50s through 9 o'clock. And then we expect temperatures to slip back down into the lower 40s overnight, so a little bit warmer than we were this morning. Here's a look at the next 3 days. 66 degrees and partly sunny on Monday. Just some isolated mountain showers back into the 70s on Tuesday, and warming it up even still on Wednesday, partly cloudy and 76.
It looks pretty good. Thanks, Michelle. Well, next up, some potential good news on the vaccine front. As soon as Wednesday, kids as young as 12 could be eligible for the Pfizer shot. A federal advisory committee will meet next week, and they'll discuss whether to give Pfizer an emergency use authorization for kids ages 12 to 15. Clinical trials suggest the vaccine is safe and fully effective at those ages. If the shot is authorized, the Biden administration says it's ready to ship the vaccine to 20,000 pharmacies and pediatricians. Meanwhile, Moderna also showing promising results with younger children. The company released data from its latest round of trials, suggesting its vaccine 96% effective for kids ages 12 through 17. Right now, their shot has only been approved for adults ages 18 and up. Both Pfizer and Moderna are currently operating on an emergency use authorization, but are seeking full approval from the FDA. And taking a look at the latest COVID data here in Spokane County now, we are still seeing a rise in cases. Spokane Regional Health District reporting 129 new cases today. 2 new deaths also reported. Currently, 79 people are hospitalized due to the virus. Well, a second arrest has been made in the murder of a Spokane Valley 15-year-old. Preston Grzgorek was shot and killed outside his apartment in March. Now, the Spokane County Sheriff's Office confirmed late last night a 17-year-old girl was arrested in Nevada and charged with first-degree murder. She's the second suspect arrested in connection with Grzgorek's killing. The Sheriff's Office says she will remain in police custody in Nevada until she can be extradited back to Spokane. Now, that first suspect was a 19-year-old named Stephen Yoler. He was arrested and charged with first-degree murder last Thursday. He's currently being held in the Spokane County Jail on $1 million bond, and that's where he talked only to KREM 2's Amanda Rowley, and he told her he's innocent.
In my exclusive interview with the Spokane Valley shooting suspect today, 19-year-old Stephen Yoler insists he is innocent of the crime. But today, court documents reveal surveillance video and several anonymous tips claim he is the one who shot 15-year-old Preston Grzgorek.
If there was surveillance video that showed me at the crime, they would have grabbed me a lot sooner than over in a month and a half, you feel me? This happened April 29th or March 29th, something like that. And then they just picked me up yesterday morning.
Spokane County court documents say Stephen Yoler is seen in surveillance video chasing Preston down just before the shooting. Investigators used Yoler's driver's license photo to identify him in the video. Yoler told me he only knew Preston Grzgorek from Snapchat and denies any dispute between them.
The police have tried to tell me that there was a disagreement between Preston's people and my people, but that's what I know about it.
What do you mean, Preston's people and my people?
Just who he hangs out with and who I hang out with.
Is this a gang-related situation?
No, ma'am.
Are you affiliated with any gangs?
No, ma'am.
So who do you think shot Preston?
I'm not sure. I don't know him.
A friend of Preston's family offered a $2,000 reward for information that would lead to an arrest.
We're glad that he's caught, but, you know, I personally don't know if justice will ever truly be served because Preston will never come back.
According to an anonymous tip, Yoler flew out of Spokane 2 days after Preston's death. According to court documents, Yoler admitted to his girlfriend he shot Preston 6 times. She said he was scared and crying when he told her he had to do it. She also told detectives Yoler believed the victim wanted him dead.
Is she lying?
Yes, ma'am.
The suspect appeared in court for first-degree murder today. Preston's family was in the courtroom as well. They told me it was difficult to sit through.
It makes me feel sick to my stomach. I just want to, scream, cry.
Preston's sister Nicole believes her brother was set up that night. Witnesses and social media conversations have led investigators to believe a young woman used the purchase of vape pens to lure Preston outside his apartment the night he died. We are not naming her since she has not been formally charged. Yoler remains in jail tonight on a $1 million bond. Reporting from the Spokane County Courthouse, Amanda Rowley, KREM 2 News.